Hi, my name is Ron Hood, and welcome to Volume 1 of Woodsmaster Survival Basics. In this volume of Survival Basics, you're going to be learning the special techniques that you need to survive the first 24 to 48 hours of a survival situation. This is the period during which most survival fatalities occur. No matter where you are in the Sierra, or any other mountain range for that matter, the basic principles of survival are going to remain the same. The first thing you're going to need to do is look for a shelter that's 50 to 75 feet above the valley floor. You're going to look for one that's got some protection from heat loss through to the ground, one that's got some protection from heat loss into the sky, and one that's out of the wind. And what we're going to be doing when we're talking about those basic needs for shelter is we'll be talking about the 5 heat loss mechanisms. In a survival situation, a person has about 3 minutes of survival without air, about 3 hours of survival without shelter, about 3 days of survival without water, and 3 weeks of survival without food. Now think about that for just a second. If you can't breathe, make it so. If you're cold, it's windy outside, maybe you're wet, you have to look for shelter. And then you could worry about the other priorities after that. Now I've taken a second stick and driven it into the ground. But before I did that, I made sure that the second stick, this little one here, was in a line with the big stick and with the North Star, which is just up there. Now what I've got is a straight line between the sides of the little stick, the big stick, and the North Star. This is a celestial north line, straight between these two. A lot of people complain about having cold feet at night when they go to bed. That's because their head is uncovered. If you've got cold feet, cover your head. It's an old saying. One of the ways to keep your feet fairly warm, though, is simple. Before you go to bed, loosen your boots. In other words, unlace those things until your feet are just flopping around inside. That gives you a lot of dead air space, and the dead air space is what insulates your feet.